This video is brought to you by Next Phase Rugby, which is an app that allows high school rugby players to connect with college rugby programs around the country. Those programs can be school supported, club, all kinds of different ones. 450 are already on the app, and thousands of collegiate hopefuls are also on the app. Download the app if you're a college, or if you are a high school player looking for a college, go to nextphaserugby.com. There's a discount code for the premium level for high school players at the bottom of the screen, and good luck with your college search. It's also brought to you by USA Rugby Foundation, which is an organization that supports grassroots rugby around the country, and your donation can help build this great game of ours. Also brought to you by Irish Rugby Tours. Touring is a great way to expose your players to the global nature of rugby. Go to Irish Rugby Tours. They don't just do Ireland. They do all kinds of different countries: Spain, Portugal, New Zealand, South Africa, the UK. That's just a smattering of what they can do for you. Go to irishrugbytours.com. And this video is also brought to you by Panther Rugby Academy, providing elite playing and training opportunities for players throughout the South and a more extended version of the South. Panther Rugby Academy, check them out. Mikey Melendez, I can't call you roommate, but we're almost roommates because our rooms are next door to each other. And you're a really fun guy to have live next door to me, so you've made it a lot more fun.
I appreciate it. I hope I'm not like a noisy neighbor.
No. Like I said, I like your taste in music. In the afternoon, listening to the music is no biggie. And then you're a tech guy, so you bring. So we did the mic'd up stuff.
Oh yeah.
And that's all Mikey. I didn't have any of that tech. You did, which worked out great. That was kind of. Are you that way all the time, like with foresight, and you say, somebody's going to need this?
Yeah, no, media has always been my thing. So in Glendale, Colorado, like the biggest things that we would use is, when we had time just to have a break and stuff, we would have either the Xbox or we'd have, some form of social media thing that we would be doing.
Sure.
So they nicknamed me Media Mike after
Media Mike. So what was the deal last night with the big pile of components and wires you wandering off?
Oh, so one of our biggest things that coach likes to do is turn off our minds after practice. Well, I brought my Xbox here, so we would do a movie night. The movie yesterday was Snatch, so we were able to
that's a good movie.
Just kind of turn it off, and had the projector, had the Xbox, had the room and everything going. Right. So
fantastic. Yeah. You're Army recruiter?
Yes, Army National Guard recruiter.
Army National Guard recruiter remind me. Where?
I'm in Utah. So
That's right.
University of Utah.
I was thinking mountains. What brought you to the military?
So I grew up in poverty, and I grew up in Puerto Rico. And when my mom moved us from Puerto Rico up to Alaska, a gentleman named Albert Buffon, he took us in, and I was essentially living in his basement. Later in life, I found out that he was in the military. He was a Screaming Eagle airborne paratrooper.
Yeah, nice.
And so was my stepfather. And I just thought to myself, like, if this man could be a great man like that, I'd want to be a great man as well in that way. So I, followed his footsteps.
Well, that's terrific. So it's a long way, and a lot of latitudes. From Puerto Rico to Alaska. Yeah. What was that? How old were you when you moved?
I was about seven years old.
So old enough to remember all that and the adjustment. What was that like for you? Did you hate it at first?
Yeah, it was a culture shock.
Sure.
I feel like my body at that time too just needed to survive. Coming from the heat. Everything I ate, I preserved. So I grew pretty big.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
that's
so
good.
There's not a lot of Puerto Ricans that are my height.
That's true. That's true. So that's the military side of it. And what did you do? You just went down to your recruiting office and signed up?
Yeah. So I played college football for a while, and I wasn't really finding my path that way. So I decided, let me just go into a recruiting office, and the next thing you know, I was already in.
All right, you're in. Okay.
Yeah.
Any regrets on that? Or
No, not at all. Yeah. I feel like at the moment, I really didn't have a path in life on which way I wanted to go, and the the military kind of gave me that structure and discipline. So it was really easy just to convert the mentality of an athlete into a mentality of a soldier, and just try to overachieve in every aspect of my military career.
It's kind of a scary concept to think of you without structure and discipline, considering how you behave with structure and discipline.
I was a wild kid.
When did you find rugby?
I found rugby in 2012, so I joined in 2010, and I was playing at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. I was part of the airborne division there, and they saw me playing flag football, and just these behemoth of men just came up, and they were like, have you ever considered rugby? And I was like, what is that? And they were like, it's football without pads. Yeah. And I was like, I'm hooked.
There we go. Let's do it. Right.
Yeah, so I found it in 2012. Learned it for about a year, and then I playing for the Fort Bragg rugby team. And in 2014, I put in a packet for All Army Sevens.
Sure.
And I got picked up in 2014, and
great.
I've been playing ever since. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And obviously enjoy it. I mean, what does rugby do for you? Just sort of a day-to-day thing. I mean, I talk to a lot of military guys about. All you guys love rugby and you love the military, and sometimes one's a break from the other, sometimes it augments it. I don't know. Yeah.
So rugby is a sort of a escape, from the regular military lifestyle, but it also brings a family culture that I think I've missed more than anything when it came to my daily life. Being in Puerto Rico, I was surrounded by 11 uncles and aunts who all had kids,
right?
And in rugby, everybody is a family member.
That's great.
You might play for 2 weeks, but at the end of the day, like, you become brothers for a lifetime. I got people like Mickey Bressler over there that he's a Marine, but I've played with him, only a few times, but he's been a brother, for 9 years now. So
that's wonderful.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sure, going from Puerto Rico to Alaska, and just you and your mom, really. And,
we were very, very much alone in that situation. It was just me, my mom, and my two sisters. So rugby brought back that community, and also a sense of spirituality. A lot of people think that rugby is just a very physical sport. It's a very mental sport, but it's also a very spiritual sport where you see other people's beliefs and you see everybody's outcome and way of thinking in life. So.
How's this tour gone for you?
Oh, I love it. I get to meet new brothers, and I get to experience not only representing my family, but also representing this country and representing it with the people that you care for. So,
rough day for you yesterday, though. Yeah. I mean, no, it's fair, right?
Yeah.
Because you're not dressing today, and that's tough, and a bunch of guys not dressing each game. And you said to me that just doesn't happen to you very often, so you have to sort of
swallow the humble pill.
Yes, yeah. Right.
Yeah, you have to be willing to understand there's a reason behind everything. God for me always has a plan for me, and for that aspect, it just lets you know, like, hey, maybe this isn't your role right now, but you needed to be a supportive role, and you need to be there for the brothers that are going to be taking the pitch, and at the end of the day. It's always going to be the right decision. It's always going to be the right choice, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right. So when are we going to see you play rugby next?
Oh man, I am looking to try to compete my way up the levels. Hopefully, I can. 3 hours. In 3 hours? Yes. Hopefully in 3 hours. But no, I'm looking to try to compete in the MLR. As a winger. I'm going to try to go for the Utah Warriors this year. Fantastic. And if not, I'm looking to try to get onto some club or maybe try out for some Premier Sevens.
Premier Sevens, yes. PR Sevens, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Come on. Fine, Jim. Come back. Billy.
We're not going to change the interview. We just changed the ending.
Okay.
Right? So there's the ending. I heard about the squad extension. Trying to figure out what was going on, and then I saw Clarky call you over, and you bat out of hell. I've got to go put my boots on. How did you feel?
Oh man, it's when it comes to 15s, there's always an emotional roller coaster. You never know if your spot's gonna get taken or if you're gonna be on that starting team or what's gonna happen. Everything that happens is a blessing, though.
Yeah.
at one moment I didn't think I was going to play. At the next moment, it was, hey, let's show up and put in some work. So I loved it, every second of it.
Awesome.
So, and we got the win.
Yeah, got the win. Awesome.